Hello there. Like most of you might know, I have built, with my father, a skate quarter pipe, and let's just say it didn't go to plan. We didn't get the concave properly, the transition wasn't as good, as smooth as we wanted, so we had to fix it. And we found that this is actually a common problem that no one has spoken about. No one's had any tutorials on it or anything, so I think it's very important to do. And this is how we resolved it for basically nothing. So the first thing we needed to fix was the wheels because, yeah, they were kind of destroyed. So we took the nylon ones off and replaced them with cast iron wheels, and it works a lot better now. Then we had to take off the metal sheet at the bottom, the galvanized metal sheet at the bottom, so we could access the wood panels underneath, because that was the issue. So we thought if we chopped off the end up to the fourth cross member, we'd be able to change the slope degree, so it would go into two different slopes, and you wouldn't even notice the transition change. So we chopped it off at the fourth cross member and took those end three cross members off so we could take the side panel off. Then we drew up where the height of the original wedge was, so then we could change the degree of it. And to do that, just like we did originally, we put a string across and find the perfect degree, and you need to keep doing this and don't cut it until you're perfectly certain with the perfect angle. That's what we got. So you can see it's a drastic change, and you can't even notice the change in transition because we went straight down. We just thought we could smooth out the end and it would work just as good and you won't even notice it. So once we were happy with it, we cut it. And to fix this properly, you would need a lot of resourcefulness to find out the perfect angle because you're changing the degree of it. But once you get it, you take the original one off, knock the new one in place and just lift the end up, and then you should be able to just re-drill that back into place. Then we just drilled it on, and you can see the transition change, but when you're on there, you can't even notice it, and it feels really smooth, to be honest. Then we put the last cross member as a really thick one, so it hangs over the edge, so you can put the next sheet onto that as well. See how it just hangs over, so you can put the next sheet up to it so it has something to stick into. We got the original ends and glued it to the inside of it to give it more strength, and then once it was glued on, we could just screw it in, glue and screw to make it really strong, and just hold it in place so it didn't go anywhere. Then we had to put in another cross member at the bottom of it, and we just had this one laying around, so we didn't even have to buy it. So we just put it on there at the bottom at a slight angle. Then we measured and cut a new sheet to put at the bottom, and you can see how much better and smoother the transition now even is after the first layer. And after we did the first layer, it was kind of bending up. So we put a little bit of hot water on there as a test, and it actually worked out better, how the way the Vikings used to do it, and yeah, it worked. So we just put a bit of hot water down there, so it bent it back down, so we didn't have that problem. And then once that worked, we put on the last layer, measured it and cut it on, and just screwed it on to the cross members. Same as I said in the last episode, a great way to find where the cross members lie so don't drill into nothing is to lay a piece of string across to where the screws are from what hold the cross members in, and that's a great way to find it. And then we just put on the piece of metal at the bottom to really make it more smooth transition, and we just rolled it out with our brand new cast iron wheels, plonked it down, and it was good as gold. But wait! After building this, I didn't know how to do anything on the ramp. So join next episode where I'm going to learn the basics of mastering the quarter pipe. But yeah, this was recorded after, so I can. And that's the best way and cheapest way, using basically just offcuts to fix your transition so it's really smooth. thank you for watching, and hope this helped, because it's a real big issue and no one has spoken about it, and this is the best way we've found, and I hope it helps you guys. So thank you, and keep skating, everybody. Bye bye.